Liam stood in front of the enormous hangar doors, the deed trembling slightly in his hands. 1 credit, that was all it had cost at the government auction. The entire structure, sitting at the edge of the abandoned military district of New Terra Station, had been his for less than the price of a sandwich. "You're insane," Ava said, her boots crunching against the rust-coated ground as she walked toward him. She was his business partner, the practical one, the voice of reason Liam routinely ignored. "No one sells a hangar this size for 1 credit. Not unless something is very, very wrong with it." Liam grinned, excitement lighting up his weathered face. "That's what makes it an opportunity. The listing said it contains an old warship. Even scrap from something like that is worth millions." Ava crossed her arms, her cybernetic eye whirring softly as it scanned the massive structure. The listing also had 17 warnings, 3 liability waivers, and required a psychological evaluation that you somehow passed. "Technicalities," Liam muttered as he pressed his palm to the access panel. The hangar doors groaned in protest, gears grinding after decades of neglect. Slowly, painfully, they began to slide open. Darkness poured out from within. Their helmet lights pierced the void, revealing a cavernous interior so vast their beams seemed to vanish into infinity. As they stepped inside, ancient motion sensors flickered to life. Old lighting strips struggled, buzzing and blinking until faint illumination filled the hangar. And there it was. The warship rested like a sleeping giant. Its hull was scarred and pitted from countless battles. Nearly 300 meters long, it bristled with weapon mounts long since stripped away. Liam recognized the design instantly, a Terran dreadnought, one of humanity's earliest deep space warships from the expansion era. "She's beautiful," Liam whispered. "She's a corpse," Ava corrected, though even she couldn't fully hide the awe in her voice. "These things haven't flown in 2 centuries. They approached slowly, their footsteps echoing through the vast chamber. Liam reached out and placed a gloved hand against the cold metal hull. This ship had witnessed humanity's first encounters with alien civilizations. It had defended distant colonies. A sound stopped him. It was faint at first, a whisper of movement beyond the reach of their lights. Ava's hand snapped to her sidearm. "Did you hear that?" Liam nodded, expanding the range of his helmet lights and sweeping them across the shadows. "Nothing." Then the light caught something, a reflection too deliberate, too controlled to be accidental. "We're not alone," Ava said quietly. The temperature dropped abruptly. Liam saw his breath fog inside his helmet. Around them, the ancient lighting began flickering, not randomly, but in a sequence. Controlled. Then a voice crackled through their helmet comms, speaking in a language that strained their translation software. "Unauthorized presence detected. Initiating Guardian protocols." "Guardian protocols?" Liam spun in place. "This hangar's been abandoned for." The dreadnought's running lights suddenly flared to life. Red emergency lighting flooded the hangar in crimson. And from beneath the ship's massive hull, something moved. At first, Liam thought it was another vessel. But as it stepped into view, the horrifying truth became clear. It was a war machine, 20 meters tall. Humanoid in shape, but unmistakably not human. Its armor appeared both organic and mechanical, flowing like liquid metal, pulsing with faint bioluminescent veins. Ava grabbed Liam's arm. "That's a keeper." Liam felt his blood run cold. He knew the stories. During the expansion era, humanity had encountered the architects, an ancient race that left behind guardians to protect critical sites. Keepers were supposed to be myths, scavenger horror tales. This was no myth. The keeper's head turned toward them. Where eyes should have been, there was only swirling darkness that seemed to tug at their sanity. When it spoke, the voice bypassed their comm systems entirely. It resonated directly inside their minds. "This vessel is not yours to claim. It is not salvage. It is a monument. It is a warning." Liam forced himself to speak. "We purchased this hangar legally. We have documentation. Your species' concept of ownership is irrelevant." The keeper stepped forward. Each footfall shook the structure. "This ship witnessed the first war, the one you do not remember. The one that saved your species from extinction before you even knew you were threatened." Ava's tactical instincts surged. "The first war? Official records say first contact was peaceful. Your records are incomplete." "Deliberately so." The keeper gestured toward the dreadnought. Instantly, holographic projections filled the hangar. The ship appeared in battle, fighting creatures that defied comprehension. entities partially existing in this dimension and partially elsewhere. This vessel and others like it fought beings that would have consumed your home world. The war was a race to prevent panic, to allow humanity to grow without fear. But the Guardians remained. We always remain. Liam watched the dreadnought absorb devastating damage, watched crew members, his ancestors, fight with desperate determination. "You've been here this whole time?" he asked. "For 200 years. Time is irrelevant to us. We were created to guard what must not be forgotten, and what must not be disturbed." The Keeper's form began to shift, becoming less solid, more ethereal. "You sought this hangar for profit. But some things possess value beyond currency." To her own surprise, Ava stepped forward. "Then teach us. If this history matters, hiding it serves no purpose." The Keeper paused, as though considering. Silence filled the hangar. "Your species has matured since our last activation. Perhaps you are ready." It extended what resembled a hand. "The ship is indeed junk, as your advertisement stated. Its weapons are gone. Its drives are dead. But its memory core remains intact. Every battle, every sacrifice." Liam understood. "You want us to preserve it, to tell the real story." "I want you to understand what it means to be human," the Keeper replied. "Your species earned its place among the stars, not through conquest, but through the willingness to stand against the incomprehensible." Its form began to dissipate like smoke. "The hangar is yours. The ship is yours. But the responsibility belongs to all." Then it vanished completely. The emergency lights dimmed, returning to normal. Liam and Ava stood in stunned silence, staring at the ancient dreadnought with entirely new understanding. "So," Ava finally said, "still think it was a good deal for 1 credit?" Liam laughed, a sound balanced between hysteria and wonder. "I think we just became the custodians of humanity's greatest secret." They approached the ship again, but this time with reverence instead of greed. The hangar had cost 1 credit. What they had been entrusted with was priceless. In the unseen spaces between dimensions, the Keeper watched. Humanity had passed another test. And perhaps, just perhaps, they were finally ready for the truths hidden for so long. Please follow my channel for more videos. 1 click from you can change my life.